Hi guys, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. Today I'm going to do my I think it's episode or part 5 of my collection. And I noticed from last year I only had 6 parts last year. Well, I think I'm going to have more parts this time just because I don't want my collection videos to be like 3 hours long. So I'm trying to kind of make them a little bit smaller, but there'll just be more parts. And yeah, and I looked at my playlist and I had to kind of clean it up a little bit because it was some of my watched later videos were in there. It was kind of jumbled. And then also my Christmas coloring book collection that I did back in November, I went ahead and added that to that playlist so that you guys can see that. So it will be the Christmas one, and then it will be the Creative Haven one, and then it starts part 1 in the playlist. That way it kind of goes in order. And I'm not going to show my Christmas collection again this go around because I just did it in November and I haven't gotten any more Christmas books. So yeah, I'm just going to do the other books. So I just wanted to clear that up in case you're like, well, wait a minute, where's all Jamie's Christmas books? They're already in there. So yeah, we'll get started with today's things. And I adjusted my monopod or tripod, and I'm hoping that this is a good angle, so we'll see. And I'm trying not to talk too loud because my daughter's asleep behind me, so we'll see if I can get this done without it being too loud. Maybe I think we have enough light, so we're good. Alright, so this first book is the A to Z, the A to Z of Creative Coloring by Kelly O'Gorman. And she actually issued this as a free PDF this last year, but I had this before that. I got it, someone gifted it to me. They bought it on Etsy for me. And so it was just letters of the alphabet. As you can see, just want to make sure that, yeah, we're good. So there are duplicates of certain letters. I did J, and like there's only 2 J's, but there's duplicates of the vowels, and you can also copy these. So I think she gives you 3 vowels and 2 consonants. And I did A as well. So I've just done the 2 in this book. Next book I have is not really a book, I guess. I don't know. It says it's a coloring book and it includes 12 pencils. This I actually got from the Disney store, and I've had it for a while now because I had it in my last collection video and I still haven't colored in it, maybe because I just think it's so precious. And it's the Animators collection. So the book pages are here. Here are the pencils that it comes with. And I don't know if they're really that great of pencils, but I like them. I don't want to sharpen them because the little gold prints are different, like symbols from the different Disney princesses. So I don't know what I'll do with those, but this material, that's from the button, I think. This material is like canvas. I don't know if you can tell, but there are duplicates in here. So if you mess up, you can always do another one. But these are so cute. I like these characters, and when they make them younger looking, you know, that's really fun. It's like this block style, so you could take these off, and I think you could frame them. You could like do one in markers, one in watercolors, one in pencils. Yeah. So that is that, and it just snaps closed in the front. And the back right here just says that it's a product of Disney, and it did cost $16.99 on their Disney store. I don't know if they still carry this or not, or maybe they have a new one, because this one I got last year, like before I did my coloring collection, so it would have been before May. So I'm not sure if they still have this one available. Next one I have here is called I Love My Hair, and this one's by Andrea Pippins. And this one I got for $1 over on Book Outlet, and I actually saw this on someone's channel, and if you like to color hair, you'll like that. Oh, it looks like my daughter colored in that, but it's okay. There's lots of images that are like hair. It's just curly designs, swirl designs, like this is braids. And I thought this would be a pretty cool type of book to practice hair. But also, if say you wanted to, you could just color that, but you could put in like word text or whatever, just describing things, or you could put in flowers. And there are a lot of words in here too. So there's no real like faces. It's basically just hair. And it has really good paper, so I thought for $1, why not? That one keeps like going in my should I get rid of pile or keep pile. The next one is my beloved Christopher Robin Deluxe coloring book by Centum. And this one, just trying to see, Disney Enterprises from the British Library. This one was on and off Amazon several times, and I just kept my eye on it until it actually showed up. And they had one copy, and I hurried and snagged it because I am really big into Winnie the Pooh. And this is based off of that new movie, Christopher Robin movie. There's lots of wallpapery type of things in here, but that's okay. I could color a million Winnie the Poohs. Like that one too. And you wouldn't have to like add too much color to these either. You could do like aqua crayons or something. Just take it off of the crayon and put it on your water brush and put it on. Wouldn't take too long. So those are all just wallpaper. And then there are some regular type of images in here too. So yeah. Very nice. And this paper is really thick. I like it a lot. Moving on to my Camilla Jericho. This is the first one I got of hers, which is Pop Manga Mermaids and her sea creatures. And if you can tell, mine has been well loved. There's like red ink right here. And yeah, this was like prior to having a desk, prior to having a workstation, all those things. And yeah, I'll just show you the ones that I've done, because I've done a few in here. So this is the first one I did. And I messed up on her a few times. I was trying to use my Tombow markers, and it did okay on her hair, but then when I got to the tail, it really screwed it up. So I had to just go over it with purple gel pen, and I smeared the purple gel pen as I was going to get this like textured look. And the background, I don't remember. I want to say it was like blended crayon or something, and then I hated how it looked, and then I went over it with Gamasol, and then I hated it even more. And then I went over it again with gelatos. Yeah, this was definitely a trial and error because I was just getting familiar with her paper. I've done this one. So I was going to color this purple color all the way on the outside, but I used my Prismas for this, and just this little bit ate up so much Prisma, I decided not to. And they're colored in Prismas too. So I just colored the hearts gold, and I just left it like that. It's supposed to represent like fire and ice. I did that one. And that one was with watercolor pencils. And then I shaded a little bit with regular pencils. But I was still trying to learn. So this one was a learning one. That's why it's so light. I'll do another one there. Thought I saw color, but I've done that one. And you guys probably recognize like this part because she's like my cover photo on my YouTube. Because I did her a while ago and I really like her hair color. And my eyes are green and her eyes are green, so I like that. I also did the Sea Monkeys one. Let me see if I can find it. I think I just keep bypassing it. The Sea Monkeys one was one of the first ones I did in this book. There it is. 3/10/19. So this one was colored with Stettler. I know it was the Stettler Noir or something pencils. They're really cheap pencils. They tend to come with some of Johanna's books. I didn't like them. So after I colored this picture, I gave them away. And this background, this like tan colored background, is just eyeshadow that I put on top. But I made them look like actual monkeys and made them brown. And then I wanted a pop of color, so I made the octopus purple with the teal underneath. So that is all I've done in Pop Manga Mermaids. Next one I have here is the Camilla Jericho Pop Manga Coloring Book. Now this one was made actually before the Mermaids, but I got this after. And I have done this little guy, or this guy. He's got Pentel Sparkle Pop on the stars, and the background is all gelatos. And I colored him, I think, with Prismacolor pencils. I did that one. There's a little bit of Pentel Sparkle Pop on her ear things, if you can see that. And I tried to stick to a certain color palette that I had pulled, and I didn't do a background because I didn't want to distract from the colors that were already here. And I want to say this is Prismacolor pencils as well. And that's all I've done in this one. Moving on to Cute and Creepy Coloring Book by Camilla Jericho. And this one, I've only done one. And there's tons of flips of this on YouTube right now because it's a very popular book. Where's my little guy? There he is. I did this guy. And as soon as I saw him when I flipped through the book, I knew I wanted it to be like this alien green color, which isn't very hard to achieve because you keep it mostly white. And I colored the tree branch, or the tree part, with Tombow markers. And I want to say it was during the fall. That's why I chose to do fall leaves. yellow leaves. And the background is done with Memento inks. So that is that one. Next I have one that many might have not seen or heard of. So about a year ago, I wanted to have a book that was dedicated to the circus. And I didn't want a scary book. I just wanted a fun circus book. And those are hard to find. And then I was able to find this on OfficeDepot.com or something like that. I was on there buying office supplies for something else, and I saw they had coloring books. So this is called The Big Top by Kaiser Color and Coloring Book. And I've actually seen this brand over at Hobby Lobby, but they charge a lot of money. So I only got this for $4 at the office. I think it was OfficeDepot.com. Here's the back. It's made by Kaiser Craft. I've done this last page. Ignore this. This is my daughter. So while I was coloring this, she goes, I want to color too. So I let her color on this side. Obviously, this was when she was younger and she just scribbled, but so I colored this one, used a lot of gel pen for the sparkle, and it was gelato in the background, and then I put metallic gelato on top of it. So she's my Cannon Girl. And then I've done this one, my Tightrope Girl. And this was one of my very first pages when I wanted to experiment with using gelatos for the background. So the circus tent is all gelato. So I achieved that look with just gelatos, and I used them dry and smudged them with my fingers. And I wanted her to kind of match and go with it. So yeah, this is a very old picture and it's still very vibrant, which is cool. So that is those two. The next book I have here is Indescribable, and this is coloring book. It is based on a song, Chris Toman's song, and this is a coloring faith book. I don't have too many of these types of books, and a friend purchased this for me at Ollie's because when she saw it, she said, I think Jamie might like this, and she's right. So it has really good paper. It's double-sided, so you have coloring pages here, and there's a little bit of a phrase on that side. After watching my last video, I'm like, oh man, I say so a lot, and I say a lot. I really apologize, guys. I don't realize I'm doing it. I have colored this one. So there I go saying so again. This is the sea lions, and I've used gelato on pretty much everything except they are colored with gel pen and pencil, and that's what makes that sparkle. Yeah, very, very fun. Next book I have is The Princess Bride, As You Wish, Memorable Quotes to Color. And this one is by, I don't know, IDW Publishing. And I've colored this one. It says, anybody want a peanut? If you've seen this show, you know what that phrase is from. But there's the guys right there. No more rhymes now, I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? But this has like all the iconic phraseologies in it, or phrases. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. So, yeah, this is fun. Now, they are double pages, double page spreads, not single-sided. The paper is really good in this. You can use water medias in this. I also got this one. Now this one doesn't have quotes in it, it's just coloring pages. This is The Princess Bride, a storybook to color. This one I actually purchased first because The Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies, and I think it's by the same people. Yeah, same people made this one. So the artwork's going to be the same, but it's not full of quotes, just coloring pages. And I haven't done anything in this one. Very sad to say. Maybe I need to have a movie marathon and color in some of this. This one I would definitely have to use like a watercolor base or some kind of water soluble crayon for a base and then shade on top, because this is a big book and that's a lot of ground to cover. Next one I have here is The Look, coloring, and Around the World Fashion Coloring Book by Sua. First place I saw this book was on Dee Dee Willingham's channel, and it's basically just full of fashion. They are double-sided, and I started this one. So I've colored this girl. I don't know what pencils I used. It was so long ago. I really just, when I was flipping through this book, I just wanted to color this girl. I didn't really want to color the background or anything. Just wanted to color her, so I just colored her. And I think her boots are awesome, so yeah. But that's just full of fashion. New York, London, different places around the world. This next one, I apologize, it's not showing up, is a Chinese coloring book. Forgive me, I don't know the name. I used to know it, but now I don't know it anymore. But I think if you look up Chinese coloring book, you might be able to pull this up on Amazon. And this one was gifted to me by one of my friends in China. She sent it to me because I showed her that I really like that one with the carousels. I showed her this book and I said, "Do you have this book over there?" And she's like, "Yeah, you want me to send it to you?" So I think they're fairy tales. I think it's like something about a knight. I just don't remember the title. I apologize. There's lots of like, because there's the knight right there. There's his skin. But I really like this illustration. It's beautiful. I haven't colored in it yet though. I'm a little scared because it's a little detailed, but I'll get there eventually. Next one I have here is Mysterious Planet by Aya Kono. So I got this at I'm trying to think, Barnes and Noble, and it must have been on sale for this price. Well, they have a cart in the front, and if there's an orange sticker on it, that means it's even cheaper than the markdown price. So I actually got it for $5. And this one is kind of a unique book. It's got different like things in it to color. So it's like chapters. They have different chapters. Like this is the sweet Planet of Sweets. So it just does different sweets pictures. And this is the, sorry I bumped the thing, the Planet of Flowers. There's a Christmas one, and I colored this one. And I started it with Inktense pencils and just finished off with regular pencils, eyeshadow background, And the white dots, I just use my eraser and my electric eraser and just put little white dots all over it. And that turned out well. I think it's cute. It was a whip for a long time. I'm glad I finished it. So that is that one. Next one I have here is the Snow Queen. This one was on, oh, looks like I got some color here, or maybe that's part of it already colored. I think I got this one at Book Outlet. I wasn't going to get it. I was like tossing and turning about it, and it was really inexpensive there, and so I just went for it. And this one, if you guys don't know the story of the Snow Queen, or the little girl, I don't remember the story too much, but I want to say it's something about glass. And it breaks. It's kind of like a love story. Yeah, it's not the story of like Elsa. There's lots of words in here. But there are coloring pages. I just need to get in here and color some of the pages. Like that would be a fun one to color. And like that one. But that is the Snow Queen, a Frozen fantasy coloring book. And this one is by J. In Lee. Next one I have is another Chinese coloring book. It's Hey Mr. Rabbit, Why Are You Running? By Amy Shin. And this one I have colored in. This one's very unique too. So it has like fairy tales, I think is what it is. I think I'm blurry, guys. Hold on. There we go. I think we refocused. And yeah, so this kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland because we've got these little card guys. We got a rabbit. There's different stuff going on here. This one says, Meet Little Red Riding Hood in a lemon orchard. Chapter 4, Princess Rabbit's Sweet Shop. So I colored this one. So it's a 2-page spread, and I wanted to do, it was a day and night challenge. So I did this one in the daytime and I added the rainbow. And then I did this one as the nighttime, and they're both on ice cream cones. So it's a very unusual coloring page. But the background is actually oil pastels. They're called Portfolio. They're from Crayola, I think. And I just have the small set, but you can erase them. I did that with an eraser. And they work really well, and they're also water soluble. But yeah, there's lots of good pages in this, and this book actually lays down flat really well. I think you can get this on AliExpress. Sorry, I just like totally wobbled that. But I think you can also get it on Etsy too. Next one I have is the Hello Kitty and Friends coloring book. And this one's by Viz Media, because there's a collection of people that illustrated in here, I think. So this is just full of like, they're pretty much single-sided, except they have these little images on the side. So you could use markers if you don't mind bleeding through these little guys. And I've colored this one with the dog swimming in the sea. I just thought the dog was really cute. And all of my fish are gel pen. And then I started one in October but didn't finish it. This is the Halloween one with the pumpkins. Do I know what I used? No, but I could probably go back and figure it out. Wouldn't be that hard to finish it. Just haven't finished it. But like there's one with burgers and fries. That one's kind of mandala-like. There's ones like that. Yeah. Very, very fun. Next book I have is Mouse Guard. Apologize for the squeaking. That's my chair because I keep getting up and down to get the books. So this one's by David Peterson. And this is really thick paper. And I've just done one. I did this one. And the reason why I did just the one is because I wanted to not be scared of the book anymore. And so I decided I would just color one so that I wasn't scared to color in it anymore. And I used my Derwent ink tints. And I did add a little bit of texture to the mouse with some Prismas. I don't know if you can see that, but I added some white hairs. I don't think you can see it. But yeah. And I don't know what color the mouse are supposed to be or anything. I just kind of did my own thing. Next book I have is Villain Son by Thomas Love Tomic. And this one was gifted to me not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. And for some reason, I thought this one was supposed to be thicker, but I guess it's the other ones, like Drowninganger or something like that. Or I don't know how to say the other ones' names. I apologize. But all of these ones are double-sided. And I noticed in the other ones they weren't. So I'm not sure if it's the same book, just different. But I will just use the book I have and use pencils and take my time. It might be one of those books that I have for a lifetime and slowly get to it. And there's like a poster in the back that unfolds and that has like a huge fairy world in that. So that is Villain Son. Next is Millie Mirada's Brilliant Beasts. And this one, I want to say, I promised to color in it for Buddy Colorathon, and I just didn't have the time. But Millie Mirada's style is definitely one that you just know when you look at the images. And a lot of people are taken back and have a hard time coloring in this because there's just a million little tiny things in a picture. That's why I wanted to try to color one on chat with you guys. But I have that one. I also have Millie Mirada's Wildlife Wonders. Now this one was gifted to me from a friend, and I have colored in this one. And same concept, animals. And so I did this one. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's Sparkle Mod Podge on acrylic paint in the background. And I remember when I showed this before, I want to say it was Lavelia. She said, "How do you do that? Can you do it in a video?" And it was like, I never got to the video. So Lavelia, if you're watching, I am so sorry I didn't get to the video. And then I saw you bought Extreme Glitter Mod Podge and you kind of figured it out. So if you still need me to do a video on this, let me know. But yeah, I just colored these with pencil, and then I added wherever I wanted to add little bits of gel pen or shaded or whatever. And I did the rainbow, basically, effect. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. So that is that one. Next one was one that I keep on putting in and out of the giveaway pile. It's William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, a coloring classic. I haven't colored in it. This one, do double day books for young readers. So obviously we've got words, double-sided, very thick paper. So I like keep shaking the monopod, making you guys dizzy. Probably thinking, Jamie, get your act together, girl. What can I say? It's like 1 in the morning. I just wanted to film in silence. I like this one a lot. That one's good too. I just need to just color in one of these. So many books. So little time. That's why I'm okay to have whips, because at least I colored in the book. So this one is the Flower Fairies coloring book. And this one is by Frederick Warner, or Warren. I think it's by him. So the Fairies and Flowers are by Cicely Mary Barker. I knew it was her because I just got some sticker books by her, and I knew it was the same fairies. Maybe he's the publisher. And this paper is like a cream color, like a off-white. So that would make it so that if you have white pencil, like a white Prisma, it's really going to pop out on your paper. And these fairies are adorable. I've seen some people color these and do amazing things. I did start one. This one, I used Inktense pencils, and these are, I've been trying to shade in my blueberries. If they're blueberries, I don't know. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted it to be fall or springtime. So I'm kind of stuck there. Probably come back to it sometime, but until then, it is one of my forever whips. Next one I have is The Magical City by Lizzie Mary Cullen, coloring book. And this one, I think these are awesome when they're colored. I think they're just visually very appealing. But I'm scared because I don't know where to start. Like, let me show you. They're like, I don't know. There's just so much going on. I just don't know how to dive in. I really want to. And I'm worried that the city that it's supposed to be will not look like the city it's supposed to be. I'm a little worried about that too. But these images actually remind me of when I have a panic anxiety attack. This is kind of like how I see my world, so that's another reason why I like this book. Next one I have here is the Beatrix Potter coloring book. And this one is this one was also made at the Frederick Warren Company, but I don't know who the illustrator is. This one I did get on Book Outlet. This is a cream colored paper, just like that fairy book that I just showed you. They are single-sided pretty much. Let's see. So I started this one with you guys on on camera when I was showing you how you can use gel crayons to color in your coloring books with a water brush. So I need to work on that some more. And I've done that one in the front. And he has gold gel pen on him to make him sparkly. So I've just done that little bit in there. Next one I have is Princess and Fairy Coloring Book by Tomoko Tashiro. And this one is very gorgeous, super detailed. But maybe that doesn't bother you guys. So you have pages like this. You have pages like this. So if you don't really care for wallpaper images, because these are definitely wallpaper images, it's like you get a good coloring page and then a wallpapery crazy page. So you could use markers if you don't care about those other images. I haven't colored in this one yet. I'm going to try to refocus here. But it's like crazy detailed. This one's obviously Snow White, but it's one of those that you have to have like Prisma very thins, like the really nice ones that keep a good point, or something that isn't going to break down pencil wise, or even like gel pens or fine liners. I also have this one, which is Fairytale Coloring Book, also by Tomoko Tashiro. Now I have colored in this one so you guys can kind of see what you can do in one of her coloring books. I did this one. This is the Little Red Riding Hood page. And what I've done is basically, I didn't worry about coloring all these little tiny details in the tree. I just went over the entire thing with a gelato wash, and then I did the same thing with the ground, and then I colored in all the little flowers with gel pen. And the wolf is pencil and she's pencil. She has a little bit of gel pen on her skirt, but that was pretty much it. And then I started to do the Hansel and Gretel, the same concept, just picking out leaves here and there to color in. And you can use pencil over gelato. So I've done those too. Snow White is in this book too. I think Cinderella as well, Rapunzel. I like fairy tales. Alright, so I have Color It. Color It to Colors of the Decades, adult coloring book. And this is 50 original hand-drawn designs, and they open like this, and these are basically images from the decades. Very fun. Space Wars, tape decks, the girl jumping, the diving horse. Here we have the old school Polaroid camera, 50s. Here we've got like a hippie chick, I think. She reminds me of that Austin Powers movie. And I've colored one in here, I think. Let's find it. I did this one. I think she's really cool. I had a lot of fun coloring her too, because I didn't really care if things were really matching, because in this era it really didn't matter. I wanted to make her like a punk rocker. So yeah, that's fun. I also have Color It Blissful Scenes Volume 2. And this one I haven't colored in, and that's pretty sad because I think I begged my husband to buy this one for me because I really like the images when I first saw the images come out. Like, how often do you see an old couple? It's really, really nice. That one's just an indoor one. Not really my thing. I love that. It's a tree house. It's like my ideal life vacation. There's a cowgirl. Some lemon tea. Kitty and a doggy. More of an indoors. Oh, there's more people ones in here. That's a nice vacation looking one. Girl going on a hike. It's a tent with a hammock. Dude with a motorcycle. This is a coffee, and they've got croissants and pancakes by it. So there's food. Like that one with the surfer. Yeah, these are just, they look relaxing. Like, this book just feels relaxing just to look at it. I also have this one, which was also gifted to me. This one's The Colorful World of Steampunk. Also by Color It, and I haven't colored in this one yet either. I love steampunk design. I think it's just so cool looking. See, she's just so cool looking. Look at those frogs. Now this one, if I did this one, it would be like a month project. I'm telling you. Because it would take me a while just to go to town. This bee, awesome. Cuckoo clock, steampunk wise. Just so cool. And then the paper in these are awesome too, because you can use markers. And this one, Calming Therapy and Anti-Stress Coloring Book. I purchased this one to do art journaling in for my upcoming series of videos. And so I haven't colored in this one yet. My books fell. But it's got kind of colored backgrounds in it. And I'm really excited to dive in. I have a lot of different ideas. You can color this straight, but I'm going to try to attempt to show you what you can do with these pages other than coloring them straight, and use them as an art journal. And I want to say it was Twisted Art Designs did one and uses this book as an art journal too. So I have that one. And then I also got this one for the same reason. This is Disney Princess Art of Color, 100 Images to Inspire. This is the last book I'm showing you tonight. And this one's got like Disney princesses and wallpaper. And basically, what I want to do is, let me show you an example. I want to be able to like color this image, but then use this image to do the art journaling, and maybe use words or use elements to go with this princess or whatever. Like this definitely could just be art journaled over, and like this one, you could do something really fun here, saying some famous movie quote or something like that. And if you have stuck to the end of this video, I applaud you. You guys are awesome. And I have a question for you. When I do my coloring create series or creative coloring series, which book would you like me to use first? It will also help me know what I want to pull. Do you want me to do the Disney Princess or the Calming Therapy? let me know in the comments. I'll also put a community post on this as well, just to kind of get a vote, just so I know for the future. And stay tuned for more collection videos. I still have to go through all my Amazon books. So yeah, I will see you guys next time, and happy coloring, everyone.